The Kansas City Chiefs have a problem. It's called 0-2. And there is only a finite amount of teams that have dug out of 0-2 to win a Super Bowl. It has happened. It can happen. There's 4 teams in NFL history that have done it. But it is a tall task. 0-2 is no joke. And the reason the Chiefs are 0-2 is that they haven't played particularly good football. As we all know, I am a history major when it comes to the NFL. And I swear by the truth that is, if you lose the Super Bowl, you don't get back to win it. I know it has happened. It happened in recent times with the 2018 New England Patriots. But by and large, there's a reason. It is so hard to climb that mountaintop that when you get knocked off that mountaintop of the final game, it takes you a while to reboot. Now, if there is a team, a coach, a quarterback that would be well suited to reboot, it'd be this team. But it's hard. And note that the Chiefs play in almost every AFC championship game since Patrick Mahomes got into the league. They have, and had played in 3 consecutive Super Bowls. So there is a lot of taxation. There's a lot of exhaustion. There's a lot of things that happen when you go that deep into the playoffs. The fact is also that you can dismiss going to Brazil because it's a long trip, but they didn't play good football, at least not offensively. And against the Eagles, once again, we saw how hard it is for this team to jerry-rig long drives and scoring drives. And when that ball goes off of Travis Kelce's hands, it's like this is the new Chiefs, where it's a labor to get down the field, and then you can't even count on one of the greatest tight ends of all time to haul in a pass to the end zone. Kind of everything's not quite working. Even on that final scoring drive, when Mahomes missed his wide open receiver down the near sideline, ultimately they would score on that drive, but that's a throw that Mahomes usually makes 99 out of 100 times, maybe 100 out of 100 times, but this year it feels off. Xavier Worthy out. Rashee Rice suspended. A team that is relying on Kareem Hunt for significant rushing yards. It's just an offense that it takes too much energy to move the football. And that has bitten the Chiefs. Am I going to kick dirt on them? Absolutely not. If there is a team that overcomes 0-2 that can look this bad, they looked bad at times last year as well, the Chiefs would be the team that would buck the trends. But last year, what they did was they didn't play great football, but they kept winning games. A lot of one-score games that they won. Quirky plays at the end of the games. Deflected field goal kicks. No, the opponent doesn't get 2 feet inbound to the end zone. An errant snap that an opponent doesn't fall on. These things kind of all came to fruition for the Chiefs last year. And because of it, they never had to dig themselves out of a hole despite playing not great football. This year, now they do. Now they have to dig themselves out of 0-2 in a much improved division where the Chargers already have a win over them, where the Broncos have some momentum coming out of the offseason and last season, and the Raiders should be improved. It is not a good spot to be in for the Chiefs at the moment at 0-2. From an Eagles standpoint, hey, is that a great football game for the Eagles? It is not. And I absolutely cannot stand the fact that you have the tush push that cannot even be officiated correctly. I mean, no one is going to play the violins for the Chiefs, who were the beneficiaries of many, many calls last year and through the years. But, I mean, we're going to have the tush push. We're going to keep it legalized. Can we at least officiate it correctly to where the Eagles don't have a double advantage, where they've got guards jumping into the neutral zone before the snap? That would seem to be the most basic of ways to officiate this play. You're looking down the line. You know exactly what the Eagles are doing. They don't fake that snap or fake that handoff and bootleg. They don't fake that handoff and play action, throw it. They always just grind it up the middle. Can we just look down the line to make sure guys are not in the neutral zone? Because that's a pretty massive miss twice. by the officials in this game. But the Eagles have done enough in these first two games to be 2-0. And much like I was saying, the Chiefs did this way last year to keep their head above water, even when they didn't play great football. The Eagles have done that. And championship teams in today's NFL work out the kinks on the fly. There's an old adage where you're trying to fix the plane as you're flying. That's kind of what happens in today's NFL because there's so little reps with the ones in the preseason. There's so few moments of real action until you get to week number 1 that you really work out the kinks in September, and you just want to win games before you actually hit your best selves. And the Eagles have done that through the first 2 weeks. They've gotten the wins. They've looked okay. Jalen Hurts was okay in this game. He was really great against the Dallas Cowboys. This was just a day where the Eagles defense made it hard on the Chiefs, and ultimately that was the difference in the game. Chiefs falling to 0-2, and if you are in the AFC as a contender, the Bills, the Ravens, you are licking your chops. Look at the Bills. They're 2-0. The Chiefs are 0-2. There's already a jump that the Bills are getting on seeding in the playoffs.